Hey guys, big news. They just announced the Fractured and Alterac Valley, the next expansion. I'm pretty excited. Should be a good time. We got some early cards, and I think some of them might be broken, but I haven't really put much thought into them. But I'm kind of going to be reacting and talking about with you, just because I'm discovering it right now. So we have the Alterac Valley, and it's going to be a very Alliance and Horde battling theme. So they have Heroes of the Alliance and Horde, and I think so. There's going to be stuff that's for Alliance and classes for Horde, kind of similar to that kind of the good and evil classes of I think when you had Rafam kind of thing. So you have so first of all, it looks like you have the Lightforged Kyriel. Battle cry, deal damage to all minions, equip a 2/5 immovable object. It's kind of interesting that it's 2/5. So because you don't actually need the 5, but I guess if somebody does run weapon removal, sometimes the charges can matter. And it has a give a hero a random minion in your hand +4/+4. My first thoughts of this actually looked real slow, but the 2 damage to all enemy minions. I mean, this is very, very slow. So in the current meta, this card would be unplayable. So we'll see. We'll see if the new meta, because it is a big value engine. So we'll see if with the new meta if that can get it out. And then we have Wildheart Gut. Battlecry, set your maximum mana to 20. Gain a mana crystal. Draw a card. This card's really crazy. And I think this card's while I think I'm gonna say raising your maximum mana is overrated. I think we already have Celestial Alignment where Druid can play 80 mana worth of stuff. But what isn't overrated about this card is because the maximum mana is good, I think, but not good, not great. But so let's go back. So what I like about this is one, it's 5 mana. You gain a card, so you draw a card, and you gain 5 armor. So it's not. It does have some utility other than, and then you get this nurture, which is incredibly good. This drawing a card for 2 mana, it's a life tap. So while I think the most overrated part about this card is the game maximum at 20, and then the nurture is sort of the underrated part, in my opinion. So we'll see. Like when you have stuff, I'm hoping I've been saying they should print a card that makes priest kind of start with a maximum life of 50 or something. I think it'd be cool if priest, for example, the way I wanted to get around Garrotes is you raise your life to 50 and then they can't OTK you, stuff like that. And I think so. This is so we'll see, but I think this is really cool. I think it's a really interesting design choice. We'll see if it breaks the game. You never know. But remember, like Druid already is broken mana stuff, so it's not like this isn't going to be like, oh no, my opponent can't play 20 mana worth of stuff where they're already playing 80 mana worth of stuff on ladder right now. So next we got new keyword honorable kill. And this, I'm not sure how I feel about this, but it's basically when you kill something and do exact damage, you get +1 you get the effect. So let's say my opponent has 1 health, my minion has 1, and my weapon has 2 health. Attack like this right here, you wouldn't get the effect. And what's interesting about this is like, oh shoot, what's interesting about this is that good players usually do this anyways. So I don't think this will be very hard to do. But like it's kind of cool. Like you have this known private, you can get an early value trade, and then it's a 3/3 or like a 3/1, and then you can get another trade. So that could be really good. So some of this stuff we'll see, and like this Bloodseeker, if you can manage to get all the kills, you can just keep getting more hits. So some of this stuff like could be really good. I'm not exactly sure how consistent it is. I'm not sure how well people will be able to play around this kind of stuff, but it definitely rewards control over the board, which I like. You have control of the board. you can get these good honorable kills and kind of spiral. Maybe not spiral, but like get an increasing advantage. And then so, and I'm just reading this now. The fight for objectives never fall back. Alterac Valley strategic grid objects and spells are with effects that last for 3 turns. Ooh, so this is really interesting. Because this is kind of like an enchantment for Magic. I think an enchantment, or where it's just kind of on the board. So you can play it, and what's been annoying sort of about minions with effects is they just die. If they're any good, like they're gonna get killed. But with this, you can kind of, and this isn't like a rest of the game thing, but it's kind of like a mini value engine. So you could play this Dunbar Bridge and then summon a bunch of pirates and go face it with the smite and charge. Like there's weird things you can do. Let's say your Death Rattle triggers twice. Like this could be insane with a Death Rattle deck. Now Death Rattle decks usually suck, but once in a while they're really good. So maybe this is what makes it. It's a low tempo thing, but then I can. It's you can also play this while you have a Death Rattle on board and get the effect right away. So I can play Egg. I can play this. There's interesting things you can do. You can play this and then play Egg, and then your opponent is in a weird spot where they can't kill it, and then you can have things like your 4-mana Hunter card that triggers the Death Rattle, for example. So you play like you play this card, then you play Python, maybe on coin. Your opponent doesn't want to remove the Python, but then you go the double trigger, get 2 4/4s, and then you trade it off, and all of a sudden you can have 6 4/4s. So on turn 4. Now that's not going to be consistent, but stuff like this is working before. So we'll see. We'll see if it's good enough. I don't know if I'm optimistic. So, and then we got these new Drekar and Vandersport legendaries. Let's check them out. If this costs more than every minion in your deck, summon 2 of them. Oh, I think yeah. So this is so if you have a low cost deck, this is a call to arms. Really good card. If the build around isn't that big a deal, and this costs less than every minion, to reduce their cost by 3. Ooh, that's interesting because you can't run little spells. But would you run that? Would you run this in Big Warrior, for example? I don't know, but definitely probably bad in most decks, but maybe you could pull it off in some decks. So I think interesting build around cards and see if someone can make something broken. Definitely very strong effects, but the strong costs as well. So and I think they're talking about different things to the battle pass. I'm not as interested in this kind of stuff, and mercenaries it looks like, but yeah. And I think we can actually see. Let's see if I missed any cards here on the Play Hearthstone website. Okay, I missed one. We've got the Siphon Mana, deal damage, honorable kill, reduce your cards in your hand by 1. I saw this on the mini set review, the YouTube video. This card's stupid good. I'm kind of annoyed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really annoyed that they're printing more spell mage support. I want a minion mage. I want Sorcerer's Apprentice back or something. I honestly hate where mage is at right now. Even we'll see. They nerf the quest and mage just comes right back. Like it's, but I'm kind of sick of this no minion stuff. So I'm more just this card's really good. Like what has 2 health, like everything. So now I can get this and get like a free Incanter's Flow on my hand. So that's really really good. And yeah, let's see this. Deal 3 damage, honorable kill, gain +3/+3. Not that it doesn't look that good. So anyways, really interesting new cards, really exciting. We'll see. Does this we'll see. I think with the nerfs going live today, will cards like Lightforge Cleric, very very slow card. It takes a long time to get the value out of. So in the current meta, like I said, unplayable. But that's why you can't look at cards just in a bubble. So we'll see if with the kind of new nerfs and new other cards, will this kind of card be playable? We'll see. So anyways, excited for the new expansion, and we're gonna be more new expansion content as it comes out. So